How far I left off in this, bro. I haven't played this game in forever. I have not played this game in forever. Let's see where I'm at. Alright, what did I just do? How do I play this game again? What does this do? Bro, I completely forgot what I'm doing. Okay, I'm here right now. Where the heck am I going? Let's just go in here for some reason, I don't know. These guys are still in here.
You see a heavy steel.
I don't know what I'm doing here. Yo, we're probably finna just go back. Do I not have anything timed for right now? Bro, it's been so long since I played, I totally forgot what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Yo, I shouldn't have taken such a break from this game. Alright. We're finna go here. We're finna go to the church. I forgot how to play the game, forgot what I'm doing.
More than twice your height stands shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood. The lock turns easily. Let's go. As you do, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial area. A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, in the heart of the city.
Whoa. Where am I? Oh, it's zooming in. Strange stillness fills as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Or the lighting pattern you saw outside. It's not finished. Pretty soon.
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced, and this is her innocence, Dolores Day.
Oh, shoot.
Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
Nah.
Cold wind seeps in from the crack in the glass. Snowdrifts cover the floorboards at your feet. Above, you feel her as if under a microscope. As that bitter thought passes through your head, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder with 3 fingers. Good call.
doing that.
She left us all in the shits. Don't give her a single thing.
Oh,
Just
I
stand
wish
there
one guy.
in the apricot-colored light of the window, secretly grinding your teeth. The woman smiles. Serves her right. She only cares about her sovereign's orb and her silk robes and getting to the aerodrome on time.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some... It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find in stick...
Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of... There it is again. A small pang of guilt. It's time to ask him what happened here.
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM. Well, your station was involved, I hear.
How come the lieutenant isn't sure? Is this confidential information?
Well, your station was involved, I hear.
How come the lieutenant isn't sure? Is this confidential?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them. I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. It was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything about it, why it was conducted or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters. I agree. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now. Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin. It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The DeLorean system does not demand faith, only accordance.
It's a mystery. A mystery sprinkled.
No, we're redoing that. What do I look like? An 83% fail, I'm sure, buddy. An 83% fail. Like, what do I look like?
Heavy wooden door. The lock.
Let's go.
As you do, a great in the...
What do I look like? Like, come on.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stage.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already we should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case. It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be
A quaint little box of radio waves.
Alright, I'll do a little save there. Just so I don't have to go through the whole thing again. Let me look at this though.
In white, this is cradled in her arms. Cold wind, as if under a microscope. As that bitter thought, good call, serves her right. She
the old it's a mine
on the coast of an uninhabited.
They used to we should be
Respectful. There it is again. A small pang of guilt.
I have the old woman. Well,
How come?
3 prisons were involved in the raid, and people say prison for. I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. It was a. I agree. It happened a while ago. It's an important to our bit. Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous.
The woman looks by in silence, smiling enigmatically.
I have no idea what you mean by that. We've been standing here long enough. We should look around, or get out.
It's a mystery. A mystery sprinkled.
Bro, like what is like I just lost an 83% again. What is going on?
In white, this is cradled in her cold wind, as if under, as that bitter thought, good call, serves her right.
The old woman, it's a minor.
On the coast of an uninhabited.
They used to be. We should be.
Respectful. There it is again.
I have a theory. The old woman. Well,
How come?
3 prisons were involved in the raid. I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. I agree. It happened a while.
Alright, right there I'm finna save.
The mother of humanism stands above you.
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule.
The woman looks.
I have no idea what you mean by that.
Alright, that's what I meant to save at, my bad.
The mother
Alright.
of humanism stands up. Despite the
There we go.
damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt the highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world's spirit. More, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the an innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades. Instead, no, we are alone. 300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi, she is, among other things, that many things, you know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor, draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under along the past. It says, no, you must know. Terribly, women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court. A court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. It was on her advice that Irene Le Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is wow indeed. When her innocence was declared,
said, I don't care.
and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest. Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around. That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Real Belt. As did we all. The lands of the Mess and the Occident, and even far away Supram Windy, all together in a city called Advesperaskit in Vesper Messina, her homeland. The name of the city means she was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza with the crowd far away. Already her Therias, oh yes, she looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect mother, insultingly beautiful. Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Therias, one of the men in this secret service, killed her 22 years later. A young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come. Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched this inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria, and terrifying is a term too emotionally charged. Terrifying. It's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest, she was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal. The Mesk state tried to detach itself from innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory suggesting those who fight against. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger, and little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores. This subtle terror is part of her.
Lieutenant Yefrater, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. What are you thinking of, if I may ask? Okay. This church, the coast in general, we shouldn't linger here. This isn't a good place to get lost in. We should conclude our business and move on.
A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an old unknown. Something during the raid the lieutenant mentioned. Or just hooligans looking for something to break. The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden Reichsapfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the small figures of wise men, common men. Worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, Theriers, stand in a row guarding her. Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. And then along the left side, Après le monde, after life, death. After death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, on human thinking. A tremendous sea change.
Death, life again. After the war, this exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however. It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence: justice, union, prudence, and force. Not at all.
The mother of humanism towers above you. A wax paint.
Okay, that was a lot. Let me save. I missed a save-aholic. Be taking that. Be taking that. What? Oh, nothing else in this place. That's it. Alright. I just want to see what happens if I try to mess with this thing.
A machine stat. The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but you can sense. You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond shape. Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the sides, another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sat. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Elysium Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log? The filament you have inserted into the core. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Is this the personal log? Good. Please.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
Received.
That sounds bad.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? I have 2 machines registered to this.
Saint-Brune. That's the church. And Rue de Saint-Ghilaine?
Anything else I can help you with? Yes, I am alive.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are paranoid.
I work as a repeater at the East Elysium Repeat. As for me, well...
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin, doesn't it get lonely? Sitting there all by herself.
Lonely? Why would it get...
That's why.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can... Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated. Nothing happens.
What is this? Oh, close. Alright. I don't think there's anything else in here. What do they want me doing?
A young man with peroxide, as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous...
Hardcore! Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! Here comes the night!
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
What was that?
The young man...
This is hardcore! It's hardcore! Skibber-dee, skibber-danger.
Your cop training did not...
That guy's not real.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good. It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading. Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align. I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do. A sticker? You mean the yellow?
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
So I can hear you do it. Sometime.
Noid, don't bother.
Piss off, Andre. Me and...
You shouldn't talk like that.
Cool. The ban on foulness. That's the moralist plot to ail. Anyhow, what was the sticker like? Seems like my creation has found its way into the legal bureaucracy. What did you want to ask about it? The dead guy smiling. He defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile? The present moment and life are the eye. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just real.
Or drugged out of his mind, come to think of it. He blinks, waiting for the next question.
Simplicity was brought to us by a classical soul artist modernist. Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly. The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing. It is. I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for? Nah. Still strongly out of sync. You heard me. The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
Yes, further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve this will be by getting us into the church.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Not long. Like a week, maybe? I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least...
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I knew you'd get it.
It feels good to be the smart cop, doesn't it? That's a good cop to be. Has a nice ring to it. Smart cop. You wouldn't want to be stupid cop. He nods attentively, ready to answer the questions of...
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it. Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses. Well, there's also...
This machinery is of...
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew to...
One of them has wires running into bowls of water.
Andre!
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there...
No!
Which other one? I'm not as in tune.
Felt like side...
For this man, even regular silence is awful enough. But that was...
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone, or something, eyeing us inside. But that's... Sure, why not?
But not really. Brown hair. Old. Heavy.
What noise?
So brown and older, Ruby might have dyed her hair, though it seems like a stretch at this point.
Like, you aren't alone.
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human, as in a ghost.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling. Like some... Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around...
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures and not known for climbing walls.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time.
You should ask her about it, but be nice.
There probably is no crab man. Don't let them draw you in with this nonsense.
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station.
With a small surge of PEA, alertness fills you, as if to say,
Good idea. Well, honestly...
This is a below-feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
Hey now, I'm 70% sure. Don't let all that technology fool you. Where do you think the drugs come from? Sure. What? He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music. And by, you know, a host. A declaimer of...
Interesting, sire. A bit like you, then.
Well, he's just kind of here. I don't really know how... Yeah, sometimes. When I, like, stumble and find my way into his centre, you...
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself.
Oh, yeah. That's a meteor and name for the founding party.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know? I can't give you a precise definition, but and they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericanassian Church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the innocentic system, no? You're right, they do.
The Pericanassian Church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericanassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. Love is hardcore.
Unity!
Unity!
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
Oh yeah!
He's coming around. You're getting it.
Feels good.
Yeah!
He seems ecstatic that you should.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to...
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head. You feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if they get this club going. You've got it in you.
Yes. What? Yeah, good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has run... oh, it's the one they sell at the fuel...
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab.
The what now? Oh, the...
He's like an actor.
I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Yes, that's all Nosefed's doing. Without the nose up...
Nosefed is the shit.
Yes. What?
He nods enthusiastically. No doubt, a little relieved.
And? What happened? But do let us know if something changed. As always...
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Yes? What's the deal? But you did see the machines, right? And the spook... I tell you, they're in there. You just have to give it another go.
A number of things don't. How about gather around, kids? The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head Seems very infused. Their would-be leader is less amused.
What things?
He senses something is wrong.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing. I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients. What do you mean, friend? It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first...
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of
He said it was for his nose.
likely pseudoephedrine. Almost exactly the shape of ephedrine.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
No shit. That's... Come on, that's... I meant to say, not true. What do you mean?
There's resignation in his voice. The optimal way to go about this would be indifference. It begins by you telling him you don't care about any of this.
Really? You wanted to just ask me about something else? Okay. As always.
Huh? I see you're here again. Offside, man. Did I mention getting us into the weird stuff? Specialised. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be...
The sickest. That's perhaps why.
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to. Sonic powers, pale-related diseases,
Back to the heavyweight jam. Hardcore. It's hardcore. Skibbity, skibbity.
Your cop training didn't...
Alright, I'm out. That guy has problems, man.
Hello again. Oh, that.
She's less prone to blurt it out, crab man, than the others.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still. And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall, upside down like a crab, down the church wall. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking...
Like a crab, you say?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell it.
Come on. She obviously could. She already went into detail.
I don't blame you. I mean, I wouldn't believe me either. I'm surprised Noid did. Andre asked. Oh.
She's less prone to blood.
Okay. She was dressed like... And then he stopped.
Like a...
It was too...
Come on. She...
Why? I guess so. Anyway, what else? I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquent.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. Okay, but I still regret it. May I ask? Hello again.
You see that seagull up there? Remind you of anybody? You and the seagull. Think about the seagull's story. It's one of endurance and adaptation. Then their paradise became Shit City. And what did they do? No time for that sentimental bullshit. They're hustlers, getting shit done. They're one pair of track pants away from gangsters, just like you. Exactly. The seagull does what it takes, and so do you. You've got that same...
Thank you.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable. Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you. It's a guano-encrusted jacket. And
Let's touch it. Woo! Filthy jacket, baby. Let's go. Alright, anything else here? Postcard. That dead body still here?
There's some tear. An empty...
Is there anything else I can do with this body?
A man lies on the boardwalk.
Okay, there's nothing really else I can do with him. We're just gonna go back, explore more, I guess. I don't know. I'm really confused what I should be doing right now. I haven't played this game in over like a month, 2 or something like that. And I just got back on middle of the game. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Can I get up like this? There we go. What is this?
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled...
looks like tomorrow never came.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also... There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first. Indeed, somehow you knew it was here. An urban ruin, gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light. You felt it before, when it rained in Martinez, and you felt the cold.
Maybe we could, ask the man who's pointing at the building?
Great idea.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there.
Why single out this one building?
Save it. Taking that. Ooh, money. Alright.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with. You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was...
Nice to meet you.
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlink.
He's just making up fancy words. This doesn't mean anything.
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall. No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers. Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to...
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in 08.
Wow, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a cybernetician from Grad. They run Vox in the Occidental countries.
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a
So you haven't seen...
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is...
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building. What not a lot of people know is, this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly.
Hold on. What's R&D? It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of...
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use... You're probably more familiar with RTD. Research...
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either. This man is a bookhead.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrot... They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging... Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve. Or should I say, they were developing an ace up their sleeve. It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed an elegant folding mechanism of rollers and Faraday ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, which is a feat of engineering, even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and Zan.
He assumes something like a combat stunt.
Indeed.
The revolution!
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D. Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed.
A pleasure wheel?
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he...
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global... Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here.
He means that the boys got shot by the communists. The boys were bourgeois.
Tape computers. They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars. What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the...
A short-lived legislative...
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser dans ce Lind. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any...
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant.
Buckle up.
10 years ago, I did a little... freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Womty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was...
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy?
The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
Actually, I think there is.
In fact, I'm not. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center. But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations...
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
Even one would be very useful. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to the precious device. But so they did. Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the Felt Playback Experience. But those are... Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building. But of course, what else? I do have some money, yes, but that's not what...
He's not gonna give you money. No, I mean, come on. You need the money. If it's not a thing, he can give you some.
Oh no, I don't have it on me, officer. I was talking in more... I'm just spending time with my kid here, showing him around the lesser-known parts of our home.
Not that he would have to worry about being robbed. He looks surprisingly buff. Does he work out?
No, thanks to you for having me in, little Mikhail.
Pick your brain. If anything, this was rather one-sided.
Alright. I wanted to ask him if he works out, but we'll wait on that.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. Dripping water falls from a high place. There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it. And a small layer of...
No. I won't even try. I had a partner once. They called him Eyes.
This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name. Don't even ask. He wouldn't answer. Maybe...
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter.
Okay. Well, I can't just go into this building. Got it. What are y'all doing?
Here we go. Nice
Go
and
cook
easy.
his eyes.
No way out, little guys. Not out of this shit.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man,
Who's there?
his self-conscious enthusiasm renders his movements ungainly.
But hold up, there was
He
something
makes
about
your
him.
understanding of a scientist.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll hand to what do I owe the...
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881. Oh, good. We should really be getting back.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary! We can go soon!
Sir, yo,
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
For all his passion, this man is diligent and patient. You could learn things from him.
I'm afraid not, officer. I've been busy digging around in the reeds for days, looking for...
The lieutenant takes a short note in his notebook, then gestures.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been... Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, and I suspect it may have also developed other specialized techniques to protect it. It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochem, but I cannot describe how these defenses work.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something.
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid.
Seems puny, to be honest.
Typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of...
Would be glory itself.
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured... Not yet. That's what...
just out of curiosity.
I know it's real.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than... Yes, the most recent sighting was... It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this. I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly... Yes. The females don't need males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive. Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly. Yes. Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivorous.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and a meat-eating stick insect. Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior?
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included...
Not a big fan of skepticism, this one.
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of... Yes. What? I've just always liked animals.
He seems reluctant to talk about himself, but he'll open up, if you prod a little.
It's not child's play. Just because after traits real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does.
My methods do not differ from other scientists.
Your nerve endings tell you there is no such thing as a positive surprise.
No, as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid, although I have come close. Close enough to keep trying. Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the...
He's interested in things that people believe that scientists don't.
Most establishment scientists only care about reputation and remuneration, not real No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemney. 2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves. More so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching. Indeed. If our expedition is successful, every page...
The hair on your arms, Stan. He has clearly done his math on this. There is no surprising him.
Yes? All right. What cryptids precisely?
We would have to discuss. You need to ask him about specific cryptids. Cryptids you've heard about from Lena or his friend Gary. He won't just talk.
A willow person. It's a long story.
Willow people? Not at all.
They're not people, really. Some argue they aren't really animals. They're very, very thin, almost flat in fact, and can camouflage themselves easily, wrapping themselves around trees and blending in with the tree bark. In that way, they're not too dissimilar from the phasmid we're looking for here. You probably have. Gary and I painted an entire grove's worth of trees in slow-drying paint. It was a bright lavender colour. I was hoping one of the willow people would get paint on it, and not after waiting in hiding for hours. I saw a figure slip from one of the trees. A lavender shadow. I chased it with a net. Not very elegant. You can't be elegant in the field.
A lavender shadow.
I know you think we were snacking on funny mushrooms. It's easier to mock someone and to admit that the world might be more interesting than you've imagined. Furthermore, I'm not saying it was a confirmed sighting. I'm painfully aware of what goes into verifying such things. There is a serious possibility that I saw a...
He makes it a real point here to sound falsifiable.
No offence, officer, but I'm not much of a pedagogue. I don't know what I would have done if Lane... Me? I'm not a people person, unless you haven't noticed. And I don't make a good lecturer. By all means,